to season 20. I've seen dreams come true right where you're standing. Lives change.
Before he stepped on the America's Got Talent stage, Jourdan Blue was just another voice in the chaos of New Orleans. But there was something haunting in that voice, something raw, unfiltered, and painfully honest. Every night, he stood under flickering lights on Bourbon Street, singing his heart out while tourists passed by with drinks in hand. Most didn't know that this 23-year-old was fighting to survive, not just financially, but emotionally. He had a young son to feed, a girlfriend who believed in his gift, and a past filled with shadows darker than the alley he sang beside. So when he walked onto the AGT stage in ripped jeans and a nervous smile, nobody expected what was coming. And when he opened his mouth to sing Break Even by the script, even the air in the auditorium seemed to pause. His voice cracked, not from lack of skill, but from the weight of everything he'd carried. And just like that, Jourdan Blue wasn't invisible anymore. From streetlights to spotlight, the pain behind the voice. Jourdan didn't just stumble into music, he clung to it like a lifeline. His teenage years were brutal. Homelessness wasn't a phase for him, it was reality. At 18, he nearly lost his life after an overdose that shook his family to the core. He was broken, both physically and emotionally, but somehow found his way back through the one thing he could still hold on to, his voice. And just when things were beginning to look up, a terror attack hit the very block he performed on in New Orleans. That New Year's Day of 2025, panic exploded, and Jourdan witnessed the kind of trauma that leaves lasting scars. But instead of running from the chaos, he returned to his post. Because he needed the money, and because singing was the only thing keeping him sane. That pain became his fuel, and it's what made his AGT performance hit like an emotional sledgehammer. He wasn't just singing a song, he was singing survival.
The golden buzzer that froze the judges in place. The moment Howie Mandel hit the golden buzzer felt like the universe finally whispering back, "We hear you." But let's rewind for a second. Jourdan's AGT audition wasn't flashy. No dancers, no pyrotechnics, just a guy, a mic, and a heartbreak anthem. When he sang the lyric, "I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing," you could see Judge Heidi Klum's eyes fill with tears. Sofia Vergara clutched her chest. Even Simon Cowell leaned in, hard to impress, yet clearly shaken. Then came the silence, that heavy pause where everyone tried to process what they just felt. It was Howie who broke it. He didn't just praise the voice, he praised the fight behind it. And then, boom, the golden buzzer exploded in gold confetti as Jourdan dropped to his knees, overwhelmed. In that moment, the world stopped seeing him as just a street performer. He became America's heartbreak hero, our underdog with a mic. He should have canceled, but he didn't. Fast forward to the AGT live shows. Jourdan was ready to go bigger, but life threw him another curveball. Just hours before performing live for millions, he got food poisoning. We're not talking nerves, we're talking real, violent illness. He vomited backstage, curled up in pain, and was given the option to skip the performance. Most would have tapped out, but not Jourdan. With a towel over his head and sheer grit in his veins, he stepped out and gave a performance that silenced even his critics. His voice trembled, not from illness, but from resolve. It wasn't perfect, but it was powerful. Viewers across the nation lit up social media with messages of support. Even the AGT producers admitted later that they were moved by his refusal to quit. That night, Jourdan proved something bigger than talent. He proved heart. Because for him, giving up wasn't on the set list. After the spotlight, did he vanish like so many others? Here's the twist most people didn't see coming. Unlike many viral contestants who disappear after the season ends, Jourdan Blue didn't fade, he doubled down. After his AGT run, where he finished in a remarkable third place, he didn't vanish into social media silence or ride a one-hit high. He started working, really working. With studio sessions in Los Angeles, vocal training, and industry mentorships, Jourdan began crafting what he calls his healing album. Fans caught glimpses on his Instagram of soundboard setups and lyric notebooks filled with songs inspired by his journey, from sleeping on benches to singing in front of millions. He's also been using his platform to raise awareness about mental health and homelessness, speaking out in interviews about the importance of second chances. The Golden Buzzer wasn't a fairy tale ending, it was his ignition switch, and he's still burning bright. What drives him now? Jax, the mic, and the mission. Jourdan once said in an interview, "If my son's watching me, I have to show him what not giving up looks like." And that's really what drives him. Jax, his little boy, is the anchor to everything. Jourdan doesn't just want to be famous, he wants to be present. Present in music, present in fatherhood, and present for every underdog out there who thinks they don't matter. And let's be real, the music industry is brutal. But with every note he records and every live performance he books, he's proving that raw honesty can outshine overproduced perfection. He's currently collaborating with up-and-coming producers and even hinted at a documentary in the works. Not bad for a guy who used to sing for spare change, huh? There's power in pain, and Jourdan's turning every ounce of his into a melody that's just getting started. From the sidewalk to stardom, but still grounded. Jourdan Blue didn't just perform on America's Got Talent. He left a footprint on the stage that won't wash away with the next season. His journey wasn't a straight shot to fame. It was messy, human, powerful. He came from sidewalks that reeked of spilt drinks and cigarette ash, places most people ignore or pass by without a second glance. Yet, in those overlooked spaces, he forged a voice so deeply rooted in real pain, real hope, and real love, that it became unforgettable the moment it hit national airwaves. The Golden Buzzer moment was iconic, but it wasn't the end game. It was just the first note in a much bigger composition. While other contestants may have been swallowed by the glitz, Jourdan stayed grounded. Why? Because his success isn't about vanity, it's about victory. For himself, for his son Jax, and for anyone who's ever felt like the world stopped listening. He didn't win first place on AGT, but let's be honest, who really remembers who came first when someone touches hearts the way Jourdan did? His real win was claiming space in an industry that rarely makes room for stories like his. His real win is that he's still writing songs, still showing up, still using that microphone as a weapon of healing. He's recording in studios, connecting with other artists, and growing a loyal audience that isn't there for the fame. They're there for the feeling. And if there's anything YouTube viewers, AGT fans, and music lovers crave today, it's authenticity. Jourdan brings that in waves. So what happened to Jourdan Blue after the Golden Buzzer? He proved that even broken people can create beauty. That trauma doesn't define the rest of your story unless you let it. And that you don't need a trophy to change someone's life. You just need truth, talent, and heart. Jourdan gave all three, and the world, it's finally listening. And if you've ever felt like giving up, let this story remind you. The sidewalk may be where you start, but it doesn't have to be where you end.